we're back. Where did we last leave off? Ah, here we are. Last, we left our heroes, the main characters of our tale. They were raiding the prisoner camp known as Camp Gaia, along with their temporary companion Myst and Arbiter Botsvar Agamemnos Azar III. With the pair of them, and, of course, the backup of whatever other soldiers fought alongside them, the four of them managed to free the prisoners at Camp Gaia, fell the camp's warden, and slay the camp's guards. As they began to make their way back to their own camp, that is where our tale resumes. Is there anything you guys would like to do as you travel?
Skaaymon is quiet for a lot of it, but will kind of glance to the Arbiter, and will say, "Have we heard anything about Alpha, or are we just expecting something to happen?"
Agamemnos will go ahead. Actually,
You didn't hear anything during the battle, so you're not 100% sure.
Agamemnos will turn to Skaaymon and say, "There's no guarantee Alpha will be coming. I just have a hunch."
Well, those are good to go off of, especially in this. How long you've been dealing with this? But...
Though, with us being gone for so long, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, if it were to happen at all.
It might have. Have you heard anything from the trench camp? Whatever, since we left?
You have
Never
not
heard anything at all.
You have not heard anything at all since you guys left.
He won't answer the question and said he will. Does his radio reach that far? Can he contact them in any way, in any capacity?
It should reach that far, especially since you're actively traveling back at this point.
Right.
Assuming that there's no interference.
He'll use the radio and say, Camp Gaia has been taken. Our mission was a success. We only suffered one casualty, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I believe so.
We are on our way back. Report.
You get static.
Skaaymon just kind of goes from looking at him to just kind of slowly turning his head around to be like, "Don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact, don't make eye contact, don't piss him off."
I think he'll just breathe in heavily and then say, as I suspected, something's off.
Well, that's fun.
make sure you're all prepared for our arrival back.
Just sneeze, motherfucker. Okay, we're good. But with that, I think Skaymon's going to take one of the health potions.
Okay.
Because he's at very low compared to his max. So. Where the fuck did I write those down? I wrote them down in here, but where? There. Yeah, he's gonna take another one. And I ask you this every time because I can never retain it. Greater healing. What is that?
I believe it is. Hang on.
4d4 plus 4. I'm looking at it.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. I should write that down.
Yeah.
I'm going to because I still have an extra one. Cool.
I mean, I
So
think
that's-
Tori said he was looking at it, so I mean,
Yeah.
I had no reason to look that up, but.
Yo, I can't fucking see. I got cataracts.
I can't fucking see. I stole her eyes.
13, 17. Still not great, but that's fine. That's better.
How long is the drive back? Is it long enough for a short rest?
Yeah, sure. We can say it takes long enough for a short rest.
Yippee.
Oh, that's even better. Cool. Because that's a fuck ton of D10s I can use instead. We're good. We're chilling. Use these as 10s because I don't want to grab out the other day and get more. So. I have 3 sets of dice in here. Why do I keep going and grabbing?
Why is it not? Whatever, I'll just do it. I'll do it myself.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a really dumb question, but I genuinely just forget how hit dice work because I don't use them often.
Mhm.
Is it just adding your con once or once per each die you used?
Believe it is just once,
Okay.
but the people who have D&D Beyond open currently can correct me if
It
I'm
looks
wrong.
like it's each from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Because each time I do it, it keeps on adding it.
Then it's
Okay.
each.
Hell yeah, cool. So what I say, 35. I used 6. So 6 times 3 is 18, so it's 18, 35, 40, 53. Which is more than I need. Thank fuck. Right? No, it's not, actually. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm being dumb. So that makes that, and then, yeah, I was 2 more than I needed. I'm back up to full.
Okay.
Still with 4 extra temporary hit points from the thing I used during battle. Because that doesn't fade until sleep time. Or until I use it again. Good.
Okay. So, with each of you somewhat rested, making your way back towards the camp, is there anything else you do to prepare?
like to win.
Pardon?
I'd like to win.
Shit, okay. You win, campaign over. Congratulations.
Fuck you, Whimsy. Who leads this shit now?
Myst wins, that means everyone is extinct now.
That sounds about right.
The fuck is it? It'll be here. There we go.
Okay. I will take
Okay,
that
this-
as... Sorry, go on.
No, not to you. I'm muttering to myself.
Anyone who's keeping an eye out, can you roll a perception check for me?
Wahoo! 18.
Fuck, give me a second.
14.
21.
18, 14, 21.
That's a fucking natural 2. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Plus... a lot. 14.
14.
Still above 10. We're good.
Okay. You keep your eyes peeled, watching out for any sign of a threat. You instinctively go to move around where the enemy camp had been previously. But as you look, you see a carnage not dealt by your own weapons and warriors. Bodies have been torn apart like some sort of beast has ravaged through the trench. Clear blade wounds slicing through the enemy. Blood soaks the trench. As you draw closer to your own, you see a single figure standing in the dead man's zone just in front of your trench. A large, hulking figure with a blade drawn, a curved blade. It has two kind of strange tails almost coming from its back, closer to a cloak in design, but they seem to lash out prehensily, kind of waving slightly. The figure is made of metal, for sure. Agamemnos, you do not recognize this model of bot. But it shifts slightly to look towards you as the convoy grows closer. And then it vanishes in a clear display of magic, followed almost immediately by the sound of something coming through the radio as you hear, come in! Anyone, please! We are taking heavy losses. Please, anyone, come in! Damn it!
Agamemnos will immediately take the radio and say, "What is your location?"
You receive back coordinates, which are distinctly the coordinates of the kind of trench camp. As you hear kind of heavy breathing on the other end. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like 12 bots just appeared, slaughtered like half of us, and then vanished. I don't know what's going on. They might be back.
Answer the question. Where are you? Where are you?
I told you they started with the coordinates of the trench.
Oh, sorry. That was my ADHD. I apologize.
You're good. You're good.
Then he'll just say, "We're on our way."
As you pick up the pace a little bit, not like you had too much further to go, you find a similar carnage in your own trench. Bodies torn apart, though many of them simply gone. Shattered gems is all that remain of many of them. You see no sign of General Blazeheart or of the prisoner. But you see many dead. Those who are not are huddled. Some have their weapons drawn, waiting for any sign of enemy movement. Some are holding wounds, trying not to bleed out while they wait for the one surviving nurse to be able to tend to them. Most of them are tucked into the medical alcove. Searching through the trench yields no other survivors.
Can Skaaymon go help the one surviving nurse?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
I was supposed to say with both medicine check and his spell slots.
Okay. How many spell slots are you going to knock off?
He's okay. How many do I have? Okay. We'll use. This might be a really dumb idea. We'll use 2 first level and 2 of my 3rd level.
Okay.
So 4 total. And we'll kind of save those for the ones that are like really, really injured, and we'll still like help kind of bandage and whatnot the rest. So I can
Sounds
still
good.
roll medicine if need be.
Go ahead and roll medicine.
Okay. This is be dumb. Mark those with that one. Oh, medicine is wisdom. I was in the wrong spot. 13. That's not great.
13. Okay. You are helping. You are not a hindrance at all. You're clearly not a professional, but the nurse appreciates your assistance regardless.
Alright. Depending on how long that takes, he's also gonna, like, unless he's being told to do something else, he will go and see if there is any sign of Adoria escaping, or, like, what may have happened.
Okay. While Skaaymon is tending to the wounded, what are the rest of you doing? Before we get to Skaaymon looking into Adoria.
I think Agamemnon wants to try to find anyone who has survived and just try to like question them as to like any details that they might have. As far as like what these robots looked like, what time exactly did they show up, what abilities did they have, etc.
Okay. You get a pretty decent picture of the event. Talking to the survivors, it started with the radios going out only 10 minutes after you left. They attempted to hail you, but there was no response. The signal was jammed. Then a bot that you recognized the description of immediately as the one that you had seen as you approached was spotted on the horizon. They opened fire only for the attacks to be blocked by a Guardian Bracer, not King, not the command Guardian Bracer bot that served Alois directly, but a Guardian Bracer regardless, which were defensive bots made for protection over offense. Anyone who tried to poke their head up, tried to get a look at this bot, was shot at by a scout sniper in the distance. Quite possibly Sharpshot itself, the command scout sniper bot. Then came the carnage. There were 12 total bots, brand new design that no one had ever seen before, wielding a massive sword. It was strangely designed with 3 arms, 2 arms holding a greatsword, 1 holding a longsword. It appeared to be made of metals from this plane, not from the plane of fire, with kind of dull gold colorations and some blues within. It glowed with power beneath the chassis, power recognizable as soulbound crystals, which are found commonly in the underground here in this plane. There were 10 of these, I believe, is what I said. And they did most of the carnage you see around you. However, during the fight, very distinctly, they had... They seemed to make a point of protecting that strange crescent-bladed bot that had appeared on the horizon. The crescent-bladed bot did not fight. It did not do anything. It simply stood and watched, curiously, as if it was analyzing, observing.
I think Agamemnos would just like nod and thank them, then yeah, I don't know what he would do, to be honest. I think he'd go to specifically the room where Alois was being taken to see if he can find any hints as to what might have gone on in that room in particular.
Okay. You and Skaaymon probably converge around the same point. Myst, Whimsy, is there anything specifically you two are doing?
We all pretty much seem to have mostly the same idea. Like, Whimsy looks... She doesn't give a shit, like, that a bunch of people died here, that she doesn't really care. She looks not surprised, but, like, irritated that the dude's probably gone. She went through a lot of shit to get him, and she knew this was gonna happen, but it's still annoying that it did.
It doesn't make her any less happy about it. Or less unhappy about it.
So she is kind of stomping in that direction to see what the fuck, went on.
Myst?
I think he is trying to stay as far back as he can right now. He isn't built for this. This is the first time he's seen anything like this, and he's gagging in a corner.
Okay. Fair enough. The three of you converge on the alcove where Alois had been held. The chains are broken. The manacles are gone. They were not undone, they were shattered. In fact, chances are he still has the manacles around his wrist. They are simply now not attached to the stone wall in this room. There is blood and sign of a struggle within, which strikes you as odd because the guards outside had been slain out there, not in here. Roll an investigation check, any of the three of you who are in there.
I'm so good at that.
23.
Okay.
Fucking, are you kidding me? I should have just helped.
Is that in that one?
Yeah, it's in that one for a total of 2.
Okay. Whimsy, are you rolling?
That's an 11.
An 11, okay.
I should have given you advantage. Fuck.
Agamemnos, you have looked upon scenes like this countless times. And you immediately kind of get a sense of what happened here just by looking at the blood patterns. Whatever attacked, it wasn't specifically looking for Adoria. It found him in the crossfire. It found him in the midst of the battle. It broke him out, but because Alois didn't recognize it, he attempted to fight back. He was gravely wounded, but must have gotten out somehow. Looking at the blood patterns, the spray of it, you imagine he was struck 3 times, perhaps? Maybe 4. Although, there is every chance that any of the blood in here might be General Blazeheart's. But again, there is no sign of her body either, and unlike some of your soldiers, she would have left one behind. She is 4 or 5 generations back, at least, vaguely human. She has flesh and blood. She has a body that sure would have dulled and the hair would have burned out, but there would have been something left behind if she had died. You see no sign of her body here. So whatever took Adoria or set him free, she either was taken as well or went with them.
I don't know if this would have been part of the investigation or if this would be something else, but Skaamon's kind of checking around for, like, fucking to see if there's any sign of the weird, like, motherfuckers that keep toying with their existences. Which I can simplify that for our speak, but that's what
Roll
he's
perception.
thinking of right now. Okay. Hey, I'm better at that. Ooh, 30.
Pardon?
30.
Okay.
Went from a fucking 2 to a... Yep. This is great.
There are trace amounts of something that you can see. in the carnage, this sort of presence lingering, the presence of conflict. But this is more intentional than the general presence of conflict that clings to every battlefield, every war, every lover's spat, every fight. This was struck with purpose, with intention. And it seems that just like you, and just like Whimsy, Alois is in for something far more than he bargained for, far in over his head with these beings beyond your world.
So precise, but like still like a planned attack, or precise like a hunt?
This was clearly a planned attack. It was intentional on the part of conflict itself.
Okay. That's good. Sorry, the way you worded it, I was like, motherfucker, is the whatever hunt thing getting involved here now again?
Not yet.
They said they were going to, but no, not yet. Okay.
Whimsy kind of rolls her eyes and looks over to the Arbiter. You know, you could have just killed him, and you wouldn't have to worry about this. Just a suggestion.
You think he's gotten away?
Okay. It would be much easier for us if he had just, like, died and shit. People don't die so easily. Well, not the annoying ones like that, at least. So, no, I'd say he's alive and well and kicking, and, you know, we're probably gonna have to go beat his fucking ass again. But next time... Well, I don't want to step on your toes or anything, if you have them. You might want to just kill him. You might want to just kill him.
See, you think just at what is in front of you. You don't think of the... I'm blanking on a word. Give me a second.
Bigger picture?
Sure, yeah. That's not what the word I was looking for, but that works.
Intention?
You don't think of the bigger picture, the entire purpose of why I left my general there. You do not see their body, no?
Mm-hmm.
Which means my
So
general
what's your
is with
theory?
them.
It could be, but like whoever came here probably maybe they were interested enough in them, but like maybe they just killed and discarded them too. That's possible. I mean, I
That were the
hope they're
case,
alive
you'd
and well.
see a body.
But... Well, no, they would have went like far off wherever they went. You know, they probably wouldn't have left it here. Maybe they need to like feed the troops or something.
And why would they not feed the troops with the rest of the bodies that we saw out there? Your thinking is illogical and imprecise. I don't know why you think it's wise to bring up something when you don't understand the picture at hand. Like I said, you're just looking at the surface level. You're not understanding what's actually happening here. We lost many good men, but we have gained something. An opportunity.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about with that opportunity is probably different from yours. I'm thinking an opportunity for revenge. Like, you can get all your people together and go, you know, be all like, wow, we gotta get him back. But I think you have something else in mind. Something more, regal and befitting of your stature.
It's just
What I have in
smart
mind is
planning
the
in
exact.
general.
What I have in mind is the exact thing that I told him I would use him for. Bait.
Mm-hmm.
And I
We're
think the
fighting a
bait
war
will
on
fit
two
in.
fronts, and unfortunately one of those fronts is one I do not have any eyes on. Now I do.
So you know, how do you know they're alive? Do you have like a link thing?
It wouldn't make sense for them to have killed her elsewhere unless she lied and then got caught afterwards. Currently, we have to assume she's alive until we have otherwise proof, because she's not here, and she would be here as they wouldn't waste the time bringing her elsewhere to kill her. They would just leave her with everyone else.
And don't mistake the performance of my commander on the battlefield for the performance of my generals. You do not just kill one so easily.
Perhaps. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair assumption. I'm just saying, like, if I were to, like, raid a place or whatever, I would totally, like, bring them back to my base and then, you know, torture and kill them there.
Yes,
That'd
well,
be a
that's
lot more,
because
like,
you are psychotic.
lasting than... Well, you always have to bet on someone being psychotic.
You know, that's not entirely... That's not a bad point. That is actually kind of valid.
Assume the worst. So, what are we doing now? Just point us in a direction and we'll fight.
Is there anyone that I have that is alive here that could potentially, in some manner, get in contact with General Blazeheart through magical means or otherwise?
Otherwise would probably be very difficult, but magical means...
Yeah, I figured.
Here...
I more meant magical, but just in case there was an otherwise.
Yeah. Here specifically, you would not, but, back in Terra West, you would have, a few people who you could, contact, and now that you aren't being jammed, you could even radio back to Terra West from here.
I do have scrying. Not that you'd be aware of that, but it's a thing
You
I
aren't
have.
aware of it, but you do also have
I know.
Myst.
You aren't
I'm not aware of
aware,
that.
but
I
like
asked what they had, and they told me they didn't have anything. So, gave me no information.
he said that he can see shit sometimes.
I'm pretty
He
sure...
said he said it was like he can hit shit from far and he can see, and every now and he can like, and he's really good at seeing shit. I thought was the quote.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
And
seeing
also-
different areas than what you can see.
Did I mention Skaaymon having locate creature, or did Skaaymon mention having locate creature?
Either.
Either.
You did.
I know I
Skaaymon
brought
did
it
not.
up.
You did,
Skaaymon
but
did
Skaaymon
not.
did not.
Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Where the fuck is it? Way down here, okay. Okay. After a little bit, Skaaymon kind of just will pipe up. Which one would be more important to locate, the general or Adoria?
At this very moment, Adoria. Not Adoria, the general. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Alright. Okay. Then can I use describe or name a creature that's familiar to you? Okay. Can I use
only
locate
up
creature to
1,000
locate a person?
It is only up to 1,000 feet, but you can.
Yeah. To be fair, Skaymon's so used to everything that he's trying to locate being within 1,000 feet.
Mm-hmm. What does your locate creature look like?
That's a great question. They kind of straighten up. They will kind of walk towards. He walks towards the wall, where Adoria was, like, or wherever the chains were like connected to, and kind of like looking around, looking for any sign of what may have been left behind by General Placeheart. Starts verbally describing her, in as much detail as he can recall. And as he does so, it is his, so I don't think it'll be affected by Sally yet. It almost kind of seems like the shadows in this room like react to him a little more than, or are reacting a little more, are growing, kind of stretching towards him, but not reaching him ever. And as he finishes his description, what of the shadows has grown towards him fades away, almost like fleeting in all directions as they go and seek.
The spell goes off as it goes to seek out this creature that you describe, but nothing.
Okay. Is this... do we have... Okay. How far exactly is 1,000 feet?
Not very far at all in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Hang on.
like, how on the map, just so I
It's
can
less
get a bit
than
of
a quarter
motion.
mile.
It is 0.3 kilometers, Bina. So
cool.
Not far at all. It's like,
Really not far.
yeah, Terra West wouldn't even be that far. Wouldn't even be within 1,000 feet, right? Like, it would be like
Okay.
maybe that.
Okay. Well, to be fair, he is still the way he is, so he's thinking it'll help. They're definitely not nearby anymore. Does it matter if they're alive or not? It doesn't specify.
It does, because they aren't considered a
It does?
creature if they're dead.
Oh,
Yeah, corpses
That
are
kinda sucks.
objects.
that kind of sucks. Okay. They aren't nearby anymore, at least not alive, so...
I appreciate the attempt.
Depending on how many of the, but the locals words. That's great. Depending on how many of the locals might be around, I could fly a certain radius and extend the range of this. But yeah.
I should have someone that can get in contact with them if they are in fact alive.
Okay.
I'll bring out the radio and call out, change the channel to Terra West's channel.
You adjust the frequency. The name that you are looking for is... Give me a second here. The name that you're looking for is Commander Molten Blade.
Is that the commanding officer there, like overall, or is that just the person that can potentially communicate?
Commander Nylian Molten Blade is the one with magic. He is not the one directly overseeing Terra West, but he is kind of part of that upper command within Terra West. If you want the one actually in charge of Terra West...
Yeah, he's going to want to talk to them first, and then you'll talk to Molten Blade.
Gotcha, okay. I wish my notes were easier to navigate. The one who's in charge of all of Terra West and Terra East as well is General Eris Glimmer.
In that case, Agamemnos will turn on the radio and say, "Arbiter for General Glimmer."
There's a moment of silence before you hear, "Come in, General."
Before I continue, how many estimate did we lose in this endeavor?
Casualty count within the trenches is probably around like 70 to 80. You had a decent amount of the soldiers with you at Camp Gaia.
Okay.
There were maybe 200, 300 left behind. So, yeah, like 100, maybe a little less, like 70 to 100 would probably be.
Right. He'll say, "We've captured Camp Gaia with only one casualty. Unfortunately, while we were gone, we were attacked in the trenches. We lost about 70 men.
Oh, go on.
I need men to that's not the right word, but I'll use it anyway. I need men to inhabit Camp Gaia, and keep hold of it. And then I'll need to get in contact with Molten Blade. There's a situation."
Understood. Sending over reinforcements now. I will connect you with Commander Molten Blade. There's a few moments of silence before you hear, "Arbiter, Commander Molten Blade reporting in."
This situation is of... Man, my brain is not working.
Dire?
High confidentiality.
High confidentiality.
That's what I was trying to say. High confidentiality. Can you meet me in the trenches?
I'll be there shortly.
Right. I guess we wait for that.
Okay, good. I was about to say, I was genuinely gonna have Skaaymon like quietly interrupt, being like, "Should we really say the plan over radio?" But then you did not say the plan over the radio, and I'm
Did
like,
not say
"Okay,
the plan
good,
over radio.
good."
I was gonna
You're
have
being
Molten
smart.
Blade say the same if the Arbiter started talking.
I'm not that dumb, guys.
We
Gosh.
had like 4 fail safes just in case.
I didn't think you were that dumb, but we had fail safes.
I mean, we literally just had our whole thing attacked 10 minutes after we left. Obviously, there are people that are that know what's going on around here, so can't communicate too much. But
it does not take long, because Molten Blade does not travel by vehicle or foot or wing or anything of the such. After about maybe 3 minutes, you hear the sound of a spell going off, and the sound of heavy metal boots on stone. Where within the trench would you be meeting Molten Blade? Would you have headed to the kind of war room area, or
probably just because that's yes, we'll go to the war room. However, can I search the war room for any taps?
Ooh, okay, that's smart. Roll investigation.
Can I help?
Yes, roll with advantage.
I'm not risking getting another one. So.
I got a natural 20 for a 24.
Okay. You find no wiretaps, no cameras, no bugs of any sort. Though you do find a piece has been moved on the table. The map showing the kind of battlefield area and some of the surrounding area. One of the pieces that represented the enemy has been removed from the table, and a new piece has been placed north of your camp, slightly off the map. This piece is of a different color than the rest of the pieces. It is painted a pristine silver.
Wow, someone's trying to send a very obvious message.
You are as confident as you can afford to be that this room is not bugged or tapped in any way. As
For the sole purpose of keeping of not risking anything, Skaaymon makes sure that at this point his camera is off.
okay, Skaaymon turns off his body camera, and
He'll fully take it off and put it away for it to be clear that it's not there.
and you hear the heavy bootsteps of Commander Molten Blade as they enter into the room. You see 1 second. I did not have a character description ready. You see the person who enters, dark skin, curled horns. The horns seem to be cracked, like the cracks of stone as lava seeps out in and around volcanic activity. Her long auburn hair reminds you of fire, and a long tail with a tuft of that same auburn fur kind of swishes behind her. You see she carries a sword on her back, and fire kind of sparks off of the blade as she steps into the war room and bows. She gives a smile as she says, "Arbiter, you summoned me?"
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to think, because I know the Arbiter is not very trusting of anyone that isn't one of their generals right now.
Understandable.
So I'm trying to figure out how I would be able to test that. I guess you would just say, were you aware of the prisoner we had here?
She kind of pauses and thinks for a moment. Do you mean the prisoners rescued from Camp Gaia? You are welcome to roll insight if you would like.
Yeah, I will. Not bad. Soft 20.
You sense no hint of deception.
No. We had a special prisoner here. For not too long.
I was not aware then.
We kept intel about it as tight as we possibly could.
Understandable.
The prisoner that we held was... I'm forgetting their whole name. Alois something.
Alois Adoria.
Adoria, thank you. Prisoner we held was Alois Adoria.
Her eyes kind of widen as they kind of... Their eyes kind of dart around the room before they look back at you. Alois, you captured him.
With the help of these people.
Did we ever get Myst? Or is Myst just on his own?
Is Myst back, or is he still...
I don't know, did you grab him from his anxiety corner?
How anxiety was he radiating off?
He was dry heaving in a corner because this is the first time he's ever seen this much fucking carnage ever.
Okay. So backing up a bit, Skaaymon definitely would have like quietly looked to Agamemnos, whatever the fuck his name is. The Arbiter.
That bitch.
You also just say the Arbiter.
I'm just gonna say the Arbiter. Would look towards the Arbiter and kind of be like, "Do you want me to grab him?"
He is your friend.
Will he be? Is this? Buddy, are you okay?
Just like I feel like I need to stand farther away from my mic for this to be fun. How well can you hear me from here?
Oh,
We can
you're
hear you.
good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
God damn it! I needs to be farther. Whatever. My idea was like be off in the distance.
Just like turn around.
Yeah,
usually.
turn around. If
Yell
that
at the
doesn't
wall.
work, cover your mouth a bit.
I'm gonna try that. How's that sound?
Oh, that is
It's so
Yeah.
very quiet.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, totally fine. I'm okay. This is totally normal.
Would you rather be left alone-ish for a bit, or
I don't
do you
know.
want to join us?
Join you where?
I'm not gonna say it out loud, but over this way, to talk, where there's hopefully no blood.
No blood sounds good. And then he'll slowly start to walk over.
In that case, Skaaymon will probably wait for him, and then we'll follow.
I need to know how that sounded.
It was pretty funny.
It was good.
You can find out tomorrow when the episode goes live.
So true.
It was good. It was funny. It was worth it.
It was really funny.
I love having a separate little like volume slider thing for my mic. This is fun.
Yeah.
Go SLR Mini, my beloved.
So yes, we do actually have Myst. Look at that.
Yeah, so Myst is here.
Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't realize the one decision to have him be separated for a moment to recover was gonna lead to this.
Okay, so sorry for that interruption, but yeah, with the help of these, as we look to the mess of the three that they are.
With these people, they managed to capture them.
Meaningly.
Forgive me, Arbiter. She, at least, doesn't look like one of us. Will nod at Whimsy as they say that.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I was just trying to like piece that together. And Skaaymon and Myst do?
Skaaymon, not Skaaymon, Myst, who is like, I'm playing your character now. Sorry, my bad.
It's mine. Gimme.
Casually approach child.
We have many tieflings in our ranks. I certainly would question that one as being one of us as well, but you in particular.
Pale as shit.
What was that, Vina?
Is pale as shit.
Not
not-
typically a trait of our people.
Is it?
It does not matter if they are one of us. An enemy of our enemy is our friends. They helped us. And they helped us again today. You could not have taken Camp Gaia without them.
I find it really funny that you said it like that, considering we are technically only enemies with them because we were your guys' friends first.
She gives
We're gonna keep that a secret.
she gives a bow to the Arbiter as she says, "Of course, sir. I didn't mean to speak out of turn."
It's fine. I've gotten used to it. He turns to Whimsy when he says that.
Skaaymon looks away.
Myst like snickers a little bit.
Skaaymon looks away and has to cover his face a little with his lip.
He does the exact same.
Yeah.
It's just the exact. I imagine they do it like separate, separate directions.
Separate
Oh,
directions.
that's right. I have that spell. I need to use it. Sorry. I spoke internally, out externally.
The Arbiter looking at his character sheet. Oh shit! Right.
Whimsy gives an exaggerated salute at that.
Fuck, I forgot the name. Molten Blade. I do trust you, but this whole situation is... If any of this gets out to the wrong person, to the wrong ears,
Of course.
it'll all be for naught.
Especially with General Adoria's betrayal, it's, I imagine, difficult to fully trust anyone. I will do whatever it takes to prove myself to you.
And then he will begin to cast Zone of Truth on them.
Oh
Because
no!
I learned during combat last time that I had that spell. I didn't know I had that before. I should have looked out closer at my character sheet.
You take a deep breath, channeling the power that Auxonia gave you. A twinge of pain at the memory of that goddess who has now seemingly abandoned you over the course of this 20-year war. But as you channel that power out through you around the room, Myst, Skaaymon, Whimsy, do any of you resist the zone of truth?
No.
I think Skaaymon, like, passively does.
Okay, I believe.
So I'm gonna say yes.
I believe that is a charisma save, correct?
Yes, it is a charisma save.
Okay.
Whimsy?
That's not gonna go well.
I don't think that she would.
Okay.
Okay. 19.
19 is the DC.
Okay.
Yes.
So
It's probably like tenses, but then it's like, nope, don't resist this, and then that's it happen.
Skaaymon kind of does on instinct, I'm saying.
mm,
But, like, I think he realizes it the second he did resist it, but he's like, oh, fuck. That was not what I meant to do.
I do think the Arbiter would stare daggers at you though, because the spell does say that you know whether or not a creature
Mhm.
succeeds or fails.
To which Skaaymon
so
does
like, what the fuck are
verbally-
you doing?
Skaaymon does verbally go, oh, fuck, that's not what I meant to do. I'm just gonna shut up, actually. Yep, we're good.
Molten Blade.
Sorry.
Molten Blade is also subject to your spell.
Okay. I have to think through the way that he would phrase some of these questions because he's smarter than me, so it might take me a moment. It's a second.
Me playing any character with an average intelligence far smarter than me.
I
Give every character -2 intelligence, that way he can't complain.
I genuinely am about to start fledging rolls, so everyone's intelligence has negative is a negative.
I think it's safe to assume that 18 is higher than Jason's intelligence, so that's a fair comment about Agamemnos being smarter than him.
What are you saying? I'm smart. What the fuck?
18
You dumb
is,
as-
18 is like
you dumb as fuck,
superhuman
boy.
intelligence. At the, like 20 is the human limit. 20 is your
I know-
Einsteins and shit.
I know like 50 digits of pi, bro. Like,
Oh,
come at
shit.
me.
Bro,
Okay, well-
I'm so good at memorizing numbers, you don't even know.
Your intelligence is probably higher than a 10, that's for sure, but anyway.
I am the image of
Anyway.
Patrick sitting with a board nailed to his forehead. That's so me.
I think Patrick is secret. I think Patrick
That's
is
literally
secretly the
me.
smartest character in all of SpongeBob. I think
Well, there's not
he's
one
just
episode where he
pretending.
becomes aggressively smart.
He's just pretending to be dumb.
I saw a video on TikTok. I've like never watched more than maybe 1 or 2 episodes of SpongeBob in my whole life, but I saw a video on TikTok that like was theorizing that Patrick was some fucking supervillain or something. And
I love that.
I don't remember the specific details, but like the superhero guy who shows up like basically it starts freaking out about evil whenever Patrick is around. Anyway.
Mm.
Patrick usually says something to like trigger him though.
Anyway.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? That
It
is
can be.
for
Anything can
real.
be an instrument. If you're creative at all, the answer is yes. And anything can be an instrument. Anyway, questions. I'm still too dumb to actually think of the proper way of asking this question, but there is a better way of asking it than this, but he'll just say, are you a traitor of the flame?
Molten Blade is quiet for a moment before she... No. My intentions are not against you, our people, or the people we fight to protect.
Have you been in secret, in contact with either those of the Earth or those under Alpha's command?
I have engaged in combat with a handful of Alpha's bots, and a member of the elemental plane of Earth attempted to draw secrets from me. I cut him down.
Were you aware of Alois's betrayal before I was?
No. Not completely. I had my theories. I never trusted General Adoria. But you had placed your trust in him. Our people had placed our trust in him, and in his creations. And so I stayed quiet about my reservations, as I had no evidence to suggest he would have any negative intentions.
Did you know of a planned attack on the trenches when we were going to Camp Gaia?
I did not know that you were planning an attack on Camp Gaia, let alone of any intentions against our trenches during that time.
Will you speak any word that is told to you here in this room, outside of this room?
No, as I have been ordered not to by my arbiter.
He'll nod a little bit, like almost like a bow, but not a bow. It's a pretty significant nod. The information I'm about to tell you is, like I said, it cannot get to the wrong ears. General Blazeheart is on a special mission. Or was. I am currently unaware of their status. They might have been killed in the attack. I do not believe that to be the case. I believe that they managed to escape with Alois.
You definitely see a visual reaction when you say with Alois, but she attempts to suppress it almost immediately.
I am fully aware that there are people among our midst that are not as loyal as you are.
They
And
nod.
so is General Adoria. I gave General Blazeheart a special mission to convince Alois Adoria that they too no longer wished to serve the flame. In an attempt to hopefully get information as to the whereabouts of Alpha and any information that we can possibly get on it. In truth, I was aware that me leaving these trenches and attacking Camp Gaia would cause harm here in the trenches. I was not aware that it would be as quick as it was. From what we can tell, it seems as if those that did attack were not here specifically to get Alois out. They were just here to attack. That is not what I expected. Regardless, when we returned, all but one of the attackers were gone. The attacker was a robot of a design I have not seen. He will move over to the map that they have, and it seems as if they want to play in this war. And you'll point to the silver piece.
She looks down at the piece, nods. Where do I come in?
I need you to get in contact with General Blazeheart. I need you to confirm whether or not they are alive, and whether or not they are with Alois. And I need you to do so in a way that no one near them can tell.
Understood. She takes a deep breath. I need to consider my words carefully. There is a stillness in the air, a silence from the commander. Is there anything you would do while she thinks about her words?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Skaaymon respectfully looking.
3, 4,
Hello?
6, 7,
Look, she's pretty.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
gross.
She's pretty. But no, he's not actually. He's purposely like not looking and keeping an eye on Myst.
What are we looking at and why? And why Why do we need to be respectful? What's happening?
NPC info.
Oh.
Commander Molten Blade.
Ah.
Yeah.
She takes a deep breath. After a minute, will kind of raise her hand, reaching to her side and pulling a spell book, flipping open to a page as she draws a sigil in the air and begins to speak. General, do not speak if you cannot do so without endangering yourself. Are you with Adoria? Are you safe? You see she nods slightly. As she kind of glances back up at you, Agamemnos. That's one clever general you have. She's alive. She's with Alois. She cannot speak freely. They are in Hearthhome.
Hearthhome.
What the fuck did she say that you got all of that immediately?
She responded by talking to Alois.
Yeah, no, that would do it.
Can you tell me exactly what she said?
Alois, how much farther to this warehouse? I haven't been to Hearthhome before.
Skaaymon perks up at warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
It is very up, like his wings kind of rustle a little bit as he like straightens up a little and kind of his head like flicks towards as his wings kind of shift and his tail like starts moving back and forth a little too casual.
Whimsy is even more not subtle. Well, she literally just starts laughing. Like, she tries to cover her mouth, but, like, she starts laughing and just, like, looks over to Skaaymon.
Skaaymon is not looking at Whimsy.
The Arbiter just looks at Skaaymon. Does not look away.
Skaaymon is looking at the commander.
Oh, here we go.
If you know something, now's the time to speak.
Conflicts. Great. Of course it is. Of course it's fucking conflicting. He pulls out his phone, and will input the address that Zan had left behind, and we'll get the location, and then we'll delete, like, we'll remove the address from the screen, and then we'll just like zoom in on the location and hold it to out.
Hold it to out.
Hold it to out. Hold
Skaaymon,
it out so you can see it.
Skaaymon shows a Google Maps view of what looks to be a unattended warehouse at the northern end of the city of Hearthhome. It seems slightly run down in the picture. Not like falling apart by any means, but it's clear that it hasn't been upkept in some time. You don't see the interior, but it seems to be a warehouse in Hearthhome.
I'm not sure if it is the same one, but it is one that I was going to investigate at one point or another once we eventually made our way there.
Investigate for what means.
How much about us were you told? Exactly. If I were to say the name Zan, would you understand who that is, or do I need to explain that further?
Do I understand?
You do not know the name Zan.
God, do I understand? Help me understand.
What the fuck what else was he called? Hold on, I have this in my notes. I'm gonna go check. Where are they? Come here, dumbass.
That bitch is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Depresso espresso.
That too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He kind of. Is it obvious that the arbiter does not know the name, or is he like saying anything about it?
I think you would just straight up say, I do not know the name Zan.
Have you heard of someone calling themselves the Shadow Scourge?
That you have. The Shadow Scourge, a name that has come up to you 3 times now. An entity, a third party, or I guess fourth party entity at this point, that has been interfering with the affairs of the war for the last, 3 weeks, maybe. It is a tiefling, though that is where the similarities with Skaaymon ends, as far as you're aware. Pale skin, curled horns, white hair, and an aura of darkness. Not shadow, not like that sort of darkness, but this kind of dark feeling that radiates off of him. He is referred to as the Shadow Scourge, and he wields a blade made of stars and void. Though you imagine that description might be a little inaccurate. You do not know what specifically the Shadow Scourge is beyond that, but you know that there have been reports of the Shadow Scourge within... the first time you heard the name was just before Alpha's betrayal. You had heard reports of an entity being referred to as the Shadow Scourge by a defective ABS bot that had said the Shadow Scourge is coming before being put down. The second time you heard the name was reports of an attack on an abandoned military base south of Terra West. And the reports that came through were the person, the survivor who had given this report was not in a good state, and the only information you got was it was the Shadow Scourge. The Shadow Scourge did it. And the third report was shortly before you met Skaaymon and Whimsy and Myst. The Shadow Scourge had been seen within Terra West, leaving a zoo that was getting shut down because of something that had occurred within, where, you didn't pay too close attention to the details, but the name Shadow Scourge had caught your attention. But apparently he had done something within one of the zoos in Terra West that you had seen no reason to shut down. It wasn't interfering with the war effort, but apparently this Shadow Scourge had seen a reason to shut it down.
Alright. He would respond, that name I have heard a few times. What does it have to do with anything?
I'm muted. That is the reason why I am here, at the very least, or at least the beginning reason. I have mentioned before, I am not much of a soldier, I am more of a hunter, and he is my hunt. And I've been tracking him since the shadow fell. There's three, five, I don't actually know right now. I could count, but I'm not going to. Either way, we ran into him. He was trying something at a museum? Library? What was he at?
Museum.
Where was he?
Museum.
It was a museum. We tracked him down to a museum within Terra East, I believe.
Yep.
Where was he? Within Terra East. Had a weird moment with him in which he left behind a note. And it was shortly after finding that note that we, over the radio, heard the call to come here. So we followed because of the promise we made to your son. However, I still do need to head up there at one point or another, and by the sounds of it, I'm gonna get to. Once again, it could still be a different warehouse, but the coincidence...
Game on.
The
You know it's
coincidence
not.
is too fantastical at this point. So
He'll turn to fuck, I have it written down. 2 seconds. Molten Blade and say, how much energy does it take to do what you do? To contact them?
I can do it a few more times.
Can you ask them if the address given is correct?
She will cast another sending spell and say, hang on.
The spell ends. She took too long. She said
No,
she got a hang on out, and that was it.
Shut
Just
up.
hang on.
Hang on.
Shut up.
Damn, feisty.
She will say, cough if this address is the warehouse you're going to. Remain silent if it is not. And then we'll recite the address. There's a quiet for a moment before she nods. A cough.
as I said, the thought of a coincidence was much too fantastical. Wonderful.
And
That's great.
you said you did not actually go there. You never actually investigated it.
How long ago did we get to the... It was
It was
it's been like 2 days,
yeah.
I
It's
think,
been
since
like
bowling, right?
It's been like 2
Yeah.
days.
It was 2 days ago. I am not entirely certain we would have even made it there within that time by vehicle. I could be wrong, as I do not know how far away it is, or how the fuck to get out of the underground. So, no,
Our
we have not
priority
had the
was
chance to
helping
get
you.
up there. And yes, that was a priority.
Well, it seems as if 1 and 2 are the same at this point.
Despite this, fate fucking hate me at this point. It's great.
I thought you were a hunter.
Yes.
Why do you scoff at an opportunity to hunt?
When going after a certain creature you already know is stronger than you, you have to find a way to trap it without getting too close or without risking yourself in one way or another. When that prey of yours gets a friend of maybe not equal strength, but who has the resources to become of equal, if not greater strength, it becomes a problem. Especially when both of them have knocked you flat on your ass multiple times, and you still haven't fucking caught one of them. It's been a fucking delight.
But you're not hunting alone.
No, I'm not. I
I'm not
also
really
just
all
have
that
too many...
enthusiastic about it because, like, they don't bleed.
They-
It's kind of boring.
General Adoria does.
Yeah, and they're like off limits. Like I can't kill them because
Zan not
I don't
bleed?
know. You guys have like a justice system.
Does Zan not bleed? I thought he did.
Zan does, yeah.
He does, okay. Zan... Does he bleed? What do you... What do you mean doesn't bleed? Who are you talking about?
This is looking semi-nauseous at the bringing up of blood again.
Tori, you there?
Oh no.
Well, they fucking got him.
Did we
I
lose
think we lost
Tori? Oh
him.
no.
They got him. Who's they? Them.
What do you mean they got him?
They got him.
Gotta hate them.
Yep.
Gotta
We hate the
them.
thems.
What? Hang on.
Them is the worst.
Them is the worst. Them is the absolute. They are inevitable.
They are inevitable.
We're so bad. Can you
Hey, there we go.
Yippee!
Yay.
Did you get the flood of like noise, or did it
No.
just cut that
No,
out?
No,
It
didn't.
cut that out completely.
He didn't even get the entertainment.
Yeah, damn.
Nope.
The last thing we got from you was, but Alois is off limits because you guys have, like, a justice system or whatever.
And then Skaaymon was confused because he was like, hold on, Zan bleeds. Who are you referring to?
It's like a what the fuck are you talking about? Look to Skaaymon. Skaaymon, Zan is like our fucking BFF now. You think all that bonding was for nothing?
We don't know that yet. I would
Oh,
love
come
to believe
on.
that.
I have him
I would-
wrapped around my fucking pinky finger. Look, hey, look. She holds out her pinky. This is Zan. He's actually there if you look like really close, if you zoom in.
You have him want to be wrapped around a tree, I think.
With a noose around his neck? I like that too.
I meant like in a car, but that works too. Besides the point, we don't know that. It was weird. It was calm, and it was proving that his friend, not friend, is actively fucking with him to make him depressed. However, we don't know what is happening now that he's left. We are not entirely certain what else he's learning or doing. So, as much as I would love to believe that, I am unsure, so we're going to still go with the assumption of maybe needing to hit him.
Okay, well, whatever. The main thing is, like, there's a bunch of robots up there, and they don't bleed. They're all, like, so fucking boring. Whose idea was that?
Melt him.
Adoria's.
Melt the firebots.
Okay,
Wow,
okay,
that's a
yeah.
smart idea.
Okay, yes, it was their idea. But, like, whose idea was it to approve that idea?
The commander doesn't say anything, but they do glance at the Arbiter.
Skaaymon doesn't say anything, but wishes that he could smack Whimsy.
Myst does the thing where he rubs his face under his glasses. I can't get out of here. I can't do this. I can't keep doing this.
Regardless.
Why is he torturing it? Yeah, anyways.
Yes, we have a justice system in place, but you are in the same room as the Arbiter, and casualties of war are typically accidents.
I don't beat around the bush with me. All right, I'll kill him. Don't worry about it.
I was not...
We only kill Adoria if Alpha is there. He is our bait. We do not want to lose it.
That was what I was trying to say, was with the Arbiter's permission. Whatever systems we have in place are merely to support us while he's gone.
Well, I'm sure the main clinker will be there.
Every Warforged just shivered a little bit.
I like that. Clanker.
Skaaymon kind of cough laughs and is like, yeah, you would.
Wait, Talon, what did you say? It cut out.
I like that. Clanker.
Oh no. It's catching on.
Oh, okay. Where I'm from, we call those slurs. They're some of my favorite things.
She raises an eyebrow at you. Clearly
And you
haven't
wonder
been around
why
us.
I don't like you.
Clearly you haven't been around around us long enough if you think we don't know what slurs are.
Well, I mean, I thought you might have like a different name for it or something. Yeah, you guys do that a lot.
It's called telling it as it is.
This conversation is meaningless.
I'm surrounded by a bunch
Of course, sir.
racist freaks that just want to kill people.
The general and the trader are heading to the warehouse that this one speaks of. Is there anything else I can do to assist you?
I think there is a good bit of time before he responds, you'd say. I'm not sure. There is... Actually, wait. Never mind. Yes, I have one more thing I need to get information from General Blazeheart. Can you ask them if they placed this piece down? And we'll point to the silver piece.
She considers her words for a moment before she says, "The Arbiter found a silver piece in the war room and wants to know if you placed that here." She's quiet for a moment, clearly deep in thought, trying to interpret the response before she slowly kind of shakes her head. "From what I'm getting, it was someone called Gabriel."
Do we know that name?
Nope.
Is that a name we know? Nope. Okay.
It is not a name you know either, Arbiter Agamemnos.
Gabriel. Did it seem as if this Gabriel was someone they were working with or against, based off of what you heard?
She asked whether they would be seeing Gabriel again. So I imagine it is likely a name they are working with.
None of you are aware of a Gabriel.
I mean,
Not the name.
I knew a Gabriel in military school, but I don't imagine it's the same man. He's still back home. He was not deployed for this.
A bit of this seems a bit too easy. They placed a piece down, guiding us to the exact location where they were. Actually, wait. The piece is above Heartham, right?
The piece is north of the map, and the map shows mostly the Camp Gaia battlefield. So it would
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
it would land in a similar place to Hearthhome. Probably,
Ish.
yeah. If you're getting exact, it probably lands about halfway between here and Hearthhome, but the idea gets across.
Yeah. A bit of this seems too easy. They placed a piece informing us of where they'd be, and the information that we gathered corroborates that. The question needs to be asked as to why they would place it. Is it a trap that they're leading us into, or is perhaps Gabriel not fully on the side of Alois?
Is it a trap or a challenge?
Or a warning.
We have been intending to take Hearthhome anyway. If we control the Lifeblood Falls, then the entire plane falls.
The issue is if we go there, we are fighting both our fronts at the same time. We would no longer have the number advantage. If what we believe to be true, Alpha hiding out there, is to be true.
Sir, if I may, there are spells that could hide you from others if you wanted to infiltrate. Just take a small detachment. By the gods, I mean, even the four of you, to attempt to infiltrate this warehouse just to gather some information, if nothing else. Or even just send these three.
So that went so well last time.
Myst just kind of shrinks into himself as this is recommended.
Skaaymon is the one that got knocked unconscious by a fucking sniper. Oh yes, because that went so well in that last time.
I do think. Go ahead, sorry.
You said these three were the ones who captured Adoria the first time, right?
Yes. I've seen them in combat. They are strong. They are not invincible. Though, with the amount that we have lost here, I do worry. If word gets out that I am no longer here, there's no telling what could happen.
It is true that you being here certainly frightened the enemies away from this field, but you also... We have forces moving to capture Guyala now that we've won this fight. There's no... Hearthhome is the nearest enemy settlement that has any access point down here. At least any that they could send a reasonable army to. We control Ruamoko. They can't descend from Saramo or from the capital.
What I'm worried about is not against the Earth. We will win that battle. We will win that war.
She nods. It's Alpha's forces, then. If they're situated in Hearthhome, strike them at the throat. They're all connected, if I remember correctly, to Alpha's central intelligence. If Alpha falls, they all fall. It's a risk, but... I mean... How many risks have we taken so far? Why stop now?
If I am to leave, we need to make sure that it seems as if I am still here.
Then we need to make sure that you aren't seen leaving by anyone, not even our own people.
You make that sound like it's a hard thing to do.
There are those that can see through invisibility.
There's not much anyone can do
Only
about that.
too many of your people left here, though, so I don't think that'll be very hard.
Way to say that. That is fucking hilarious. I love that.
We need something more physical. And, in fact, if there is any way that we can hide you entirely... Like,
What a bit slimy!
like, perhaps...
Great shit, I love it.
If you had a means to store small animals out of sight, I can, at least for the next hour, make His Majesty into a small rodent or feline, or whatever other small animal you may prefer, of course.
Oh, I have a pants pocket. She does not have a pants pocket. She just points.
if anything,
Can you put items in the gray bag of tricks, or is that exclusively for pulling shit out of?
That is exclusively for pulling shit out of, unfortunately.
Fuck.
depending on how long it lasts, if this is something we can consider, a normal garter snake that can, or some other snake that can wrap around someone. You could just be sitting around someone's neck, hidden, rather than being in a pocket.
There are ways
That's
to...
like pretty conspicuous if we just have a snake all of a sudden.
There are
Is it?
ways to see the true form of an entity. They have to not lay eyes upon him at all.
I'm gonna
Okay,
put
so
my hair
then
down.
what's possibly ruling out the what's not ruling out the possibility of just people seeing through the shit we put them in? Like, we're gonna go in circles all day if we keep going. Like, oh, well, there's a chance. There's always gonna be a fucking chance at this point. Let's not over-engineer this. We can only do so much at once, and it's not like you guys are brimming with materials right now.
What? Skaaymon kind of starts just like messing with his wings and like kind of tucking them enough so that they like fold in against his back, but like enough that there's like a bit of a gap. It's like, if they need to be hidden, then the rodent thing would work. But define rodent.
Your Majesty, does this sound a suitable plan to you?
There was a
If I
general that was
may.
supposed to be arriving here at some point, correct? One that was supposed to replace Blazeheart.
That was Phelan Sunchild, right?
No, there's another one. Sunchild was a commander that was supposed to help
Right.
in the battle, but there was a general that was supposed to replace Blazeheart, in the trenches, and then now I guess in Guyala.
Was it Sparksun?
Doesn't sound familiar, but
Oh no, it was Teramos, wasn't it?
maybe. My question is if they just had arrived yet.
Not quite yet. Yeah. I remember this conversation now. General Teramos could be pulled away from the magma fort to come up here, so they're still on their way at this point. They probably aren't too far out.
The Arbiter would say, I think this can work, however, we also need to make sure that it seems as if I'm busy here. I also need to make sure that it seems as if we are going to be making an attack. Because if this is a trap, if this is a challenge, we need to make them think that we have fallen for it. But not have all the information as to exactly the timeline. We need to start moving troops to Guyala, Terra West, and Camp Gaia.
She nods. The general is already on that. General Glimmer has already planning to send reinforcements this way to hold Guyala and Camp Gaia.
Did any of the survivors mention seeing Blazeheart at all?
I didn't mention it because I forgot. Blazeheart was spotted at the very beginning, but no one saw her or Alois leave. They were simply just gone.
Alright. I think it's too risky. Okay. I need you to... Like, I don't know how to do that. I need you to figure out a way to make it seem as if I'm here planning.
She nods. I mean, it'd be a risk, but I can perform a similar trick on myself that I would upon you. Change my form physically to be you. It would be no illusion, but there would still be ways to see through it.
I think that's too risky. I do not know exactly what the best solution is, but if that is the one that you think is best, I trust you. The information that we've talked about here, including us going to Hearthhome now, needs to not get to the ears of anyone, including the other generals.
Of course.
I do trust them, but you never know.
She nods, and will kind of give you a salute. My life for king and country.
And he will nod. Turn me into a rodent, then.
She takes a deep breath. Will pull out that spellbook again, kind of flip through it as she begins to draw an arcane sigil in the air. She speaks the ancient words of arcane power. You, three of you, recognize the language as Ignis, the language of the plane of fire. But there is something off about it to Skaaymon and Whimsy. Of course, it translates for you regardless, but Agamemnos, you specifically know that this is the language from old times. It is the original language spoken by your people, not the language they speak now. It is the language of your magics. Most people only know a few phrases here or there, can't speak the language itself. And the same rings true for Commander Molten Blade. As she speaks these phrases of transformation, you feel your body change and shift, and you shrink down. The world around you seems to become massive rapidly. You feel your hands kind of fall to the ground. A tail kind of swishes behind you as you glance up and kind of chitter at the people around you, and you become a rodent. A very pretty rodent, very clean, but a rodent nonetheless, like a rat, maybe I'm trying to remember the other common rodent. A mouse.
A squirrel.
Like a rat or a mouse.
A
maybe
gerbil.
Maybe
I was
a
about to say a
squirrel.
gerbil.
I think like
stoat.
mouse. I think a mouse.
A weasel.
You transform into a pristine, well tended to mouse, as the outsiders with whom you have placed your trust look down at you.
Skaaymon will essentially like kneel and kind of like place a hand on the ground in an offer to carry him.
Myst has a visceral reaction that he hides at seeing him. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
You have a visceral reaction to everything.
What? What? Nah.
Nuh-uh.
Agamemnos will climb into the hands, even though he doesn't really want to.
You can sense that Skaaymon also doesn't want you to, but the alternative is Whimsy.
Whimsy is looming over you with a shitty grin. This is a fucking
Yeah.
fucking Finding Nemo kid with the fish in the bag. Look.
Terrifying.
Skaaymon will very carefully, like, lift, very, very awkwardly too, and then will kind of, like, lift him up, level to, like, his shoulder, and you can see there is, like, a small, well, a decent, for you now, size, gap in between, like, his shoulder and, like, his wings that you can get in and underneath. As he's wearing a cloak, that he kind of regrets wearing, but he never takes it off at this point, and there's enough room that you can, like, nestle into it, so you're not directly on him, but you're not gonna fall.
Go crawl in.
Yeah.
The commander kind of takes a deep breath, looks at you all, and says, "Okay. Be safe."
Yeah, that's funny.
And good luck, Your Majesty. As she salutes the mouse in your pocket.
So, like, can we have our car back?
Our car's up. Yeah. Can we get back to it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about gunfire this
Getting
time.
shot at. Yeah. Okay. Skaaymon, of course, now clues into the fact that, like, maybe we should have done this, and pipes up going, we probably should have, like, gotten some sort of, like, hey, this here's the proof of this guy telling us to take this vehicle and go somewhere else. We're just gonna hope that they take our word for it. Okay, let's do this. And then doesn't fucking move, waits for someone else to say something.
All right, let's go. Stands in space.
He's waiting to see if the commander has anything else to say or do, or is just like, yep, you go now.
The commander is not saying anything, no.
Whimsy
Alright,
has
we're
her
leaving, let's
stacks
go.
in that car. She's going.
She's like, yep, okay, hey miss, let's go. Since if you don't, then you're gonna get fucking warped over there anyways. Actually, hey, if we leave you behind here, you will get warped over there and then you don't have to walk, or will you just get warped to us? Because if that's where we're going, to the vehicle, not to...
I was about to say, I'm gonna get warped to you guys no matter what. There's no fucking point.
Fair enough, let's go. I mean, the point is that you don't have to see the carnage, as Skaaymon remembers what's outside the tent as he opens the tent.
You know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna just hang out in here, actually. At least gonna walk back in.
Yep, okay. Hopefully see you at the car. If not, then see you when you get thrown out of a different hole at us.
Definitely.
No. I want to place my bets real quick. If your entity is worth anything, they're going to teleport you on top of a corpse. Like, that's the thing to do to punish someone at the moment.
Don't tempt him.
If he's worth his salt, he already thought of it.
I mean, probably. That doesn't mean he was gonna do it.
You see, I kind of want to place my bets on we walk past a tunnel and he gets thrown out of the tunnel at us. I'm not going to, but, like, if I was going to, that's what I would bet on. Skaaymon is kind of slowly backing away while saying this as to get moving. Because he has a rodent who is in fact a king in his on his shoulder in his back area, and is terrified of getting bitten.
Myst is now, like, standing at the tent and being like, D, please don't. D, I swear to God, please. D, don't do that. Don't listen to her. Please don't do that. Just
All right,
like
Whimsy, let's go before we get
incoherently mumbling to himself about.
You feel a gaze on your back as you hear an eye open behind you. Whether you try to look or not, you cannot look upon the eye that you know is behind you. The event horizon staring at you as you hear a voice press itself into your mind, echoing not Dee's usual form of communication, but you recognize it as him regardless. Do you really think you can make me do anything? Do you think your pleas will sway me off of whatever it is I choose to do? Do you really think you are anything other than my errand boy?
But you can make you could drive your point home without being like obvious to anyone who might just kind of walk by.
But you'd prefer that, wouldn't you? You'd prefer I not make a big show of this. Do not forget who you are, Mistwood.
You're the one who keeps me from talking about fucking anything you make me do.
You feel the event horizon collapse over you, and you find yourself standing at the front door of the vehicle as Skaaymon and Whimsy approach.
He just gets out.
God damn, he was actually kind of cool for once. Look at that.
Oh my
That was
gosh! He has a total crush on you.
No, it's probably some
that's
form
the
of
only
psychological.
explanation.
I was gonna say psychological torture of he's gonna do this nice thing and then it's gonna like lead him into a false sense of security, and then next thing you know he's gonna get dropped from the sky.
Yeah, but like the stories about like, you know, the helpless, innocent little thing.
The stories
being
are fiction
toyed and
for a
tagged around.
reason.
No, they're not. They're fucking real. It's happening right in front of you. Have you not even seen me and
No.
Jay's relationship?
No, I haven't, because I have never seen Jay. He puts in air quotes. Frankly, I don't
He
want to, so
lusts
please
after
don't
me.
take that as a fucking
It's very
hint. I would
steamy.
really rather not. Okay. Did we have to give the keys to this vehicle to someone, or have we had them? Or has Skaaymon had them the whole time?
Skaymon's probably had them.
Because I know we had to
Does
give
the door
them up
not
at
open
one
then?
point.
He
Probably not.
tries the door.
It probably doesn't, so you're just stuck listening to all of this. As Skaaymon is like trying to remember who the fuck has the keys, and he's like, do I still have them? Did they give them back to me? I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
You know,
Hi,
he
miss.
tries
Sorry,
the
buddy.
door, and as it like doesn't open, he puts his head against the windshield, and it's just like closes his eyes. Thank you.
Sorry, miss. Give me a sec. Here they are. And pulls out and unlocks the door.
He gets him without another word.
You clamber into the vehicle, Myst. You're getting in the back, I assume?
Yes.
You sit down. Skaaymon and Whimsy, you guys also get in, I presume? Okay.
Yep.
You close the door. Myst, you sit kind of taking a moment to catch your breath when a voice perks up from beside you, Myst.
God damn it.
As you hear, so who's this?
So do we need
as
to turn around to
Skaaymon-
figure out who this voice is?
You and Whimsy both recognize the voice immediately as Sally. Skaaymon, or not Skaaymon, Myst, you see beside you a young child in a kind of black hoodie, a book in her hands. The cover is written in a language you don't recognize. She's got kind of shoulder length.
Eyes of the Rootkeeper.
Yes, and you still can't read it.
What? I got fucking scammed.
Which, as you look at that, your phone goes off, and it is a text from D that just says, "Curious." She's got shoulder-length hair that goes from kind of a yellowish blonde to kind of a fiery orange. She's got kind of darker skin, violet eyes that look at you with a burning curiosity.
Is now really the time
It's never the
Like
fucking
now?
time.
of all time of all? Okay, I don't know how long this is gonna last. So Skaaymon gets in and kind of like pats his shoulder to, like be like, "Hey, you can come out now," to the Arbiter that's currently hiding in his back.
He will crawl out.
Skaaymon will like
You-
gently kind of hold
You-
him and is like, "Okay, we're gonna put you over here. I'm sorry." And it's like setting him down on like the center console. And it's like, "Okay."
Arbiter Agamemnos, you also see this child that you do not recognize, this human child, sat next to Myst. She's buckled and everything.
The only one that will be buckled.
No one special. We don't need to get into this, please.
See,
He's a sucker like us. That's who he is. Is that enough information? Please say yes.
I don't know. That worries me, actually. If he's a sucker like you. Hi, I'm Sally. Nice to meet you. She holds out a hand to you, Myst.
He like
Don't do it. It's a
hesitate-
trap. Don't
he
do
was
it.
like
It's a trap.
hesitating. He was told not to do it. He slowly brings his hand back.
Skaamon's voice is incredibly like monotone while he says like, "Don't do it. It's a trap."
I'm being told this is a trap. Is this a trap?
She retracts
Yes.
her hand. Depends on which you count as a trap. Sometimes I forget about my own lack of control of things. Okay, so
What does that mean?
she kind of puts her hands together.
What does that mean?
This, she gestures at Myst, is a problem.
Wow, it's a okay.
Thank
Can-
you. Thank you for that. That's okay. Cool.
Are there going to be any visual elements to your being here other than you being here until you're not? Because we need to get going.
Yes, go, drive.
Okay, good.
Speaking of, where are we at
Okay.
in the everything? Well, what have we done
You'll
so far?
see. You'll see. And Skaaymon starts going and is just waiting until they get out of like range of camp and everything and whatnot. Before
looks
He's going to unbuckle her.
Whimsy's unbuckling Sally.
Yes.
Sally's in one of the back seats. You'd have to like get out of your.
So she's crawling. She's
Okay.
crawling.
So you touch
So-
her.
But you touch her?
No, she just does the thing. The
Okay.
the
Okay.
seat belt, whatever.
Okay. You unbuckle her. Hey, car safety is important, and she'll buckle herself again.
Yeah, I guess crashing through a window wouldn't really kill you, would it? But you should still try.
Trust me when I say I already have a few times.
We don't need to talk about death right now. I've had quite enough
Oh,
thanks.
let's do it a few more. I didn't get to watch those. I have popcorn down here. Hey, you want some? Try choking on it. You are a kid.
Oh my Christ.
Can I remind all of
but,
you?
Like, replace Christ with some other, like, God, please.
Can I remind all of you that what currently looks like a rodent is actually incredibly not an actual rodent? And can we please keep some semblance of manners?
Yes,
Please.
right. So she looks back to Myst. I don't know what he thinks he's doing.
Wait, so you asked who I was, but you clearly know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Okay, well, regardless, no one special, but you know who he, those quotation marks, he is then.
Or what?
He shouldn't be here. He should be back home, and he knows this. So, where is he? Myst, you suddenly do not know who she is talking about.
Who, where, what do you, huh? Who? Who's where?
Oh,
Who is who?
That's a clever defense mechanism, V.
We don't need to be doing this shit, please. Let's just move on.
As you say, let's move on, Sally nods, and the knowledge of what the fuck she was just talking about comes flooding back to you, along with the searing note that's kind of burns itself into your mind. Don't tell her anything.
Oh, I really want to tell her everything.
Okay. So, obviously, I'm not allowed to know, which makes sense. After all, you are hiding, aren't you? Are you, like, in his head? And she'll kind of tap you on the side of the skull.
I need some little stupid shit. We are if we were where we thought we were with the two of them, originally I wouldn't be doing this, but we are very early in the indoctrination that is Myst to D, so I need to know if this is something. Oh god. Oh no, Myst, I'm sorry, buddy. Uh like she pokes him and then without mentioning to anyone else, just to her through telepathy, is just quickly the material plan. And that's it.
Okay, Myst, I need two things from you.
Yep.
First, I need a wisdom save as she touches you.
Oh, okay. Wisdom save is 22.
Roll a d100.
What a D100. Come on. That's D8. Where's my fucking 100? Oh, I don't have another one now. No, wait, I just need to. Where the fuck is all my shit suddenly? I don't even. Okay, whatever. Eh. Yeah.
Apparently, porcupines are rodents. I did not know that.
Yep.
I did not think that they were classified as rodents. It makes sense, but it's cool.
70.
70. A large wave crashes over a seaside city. A voice cackles over the sound of the storm. Lightning strikes around at everything, setting the buildings that aren't yet washed away on fire despite the rain. And then you are back in the truck. The second thing I need from you is an intelligence saving throw.
It is okay. 7.
You are going to take 32 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Do I have that from the other shit I have, or is that bypassing this?
This is bypassing that.
Okay. How much was it again? 31?
32.
32.
As the as you feel it feels like a spike hammered into your brain. Your spell does not connect.
It's not a spell.
Your telepathy, sorry, does not connect.
Okay.
Because that is something granted by D, right? Like that comes from your
Yes.
warlock shit.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. I'm just double checking if it was like something you had that counters spell specifically.
No.
Okay, cool. He's just gonna suddenly like grab at his head and kind of keel over. Just fuck.
Please refrain from
okay.
assaulting the kitty cat. Back there.
I barely touched him.
I'm sure you probably did, but just don't.
Okay.
Now I need to see if he does it again. Does he double down? Oh no!
My God, no, buddy.
I'm beating him today.
No.
He's gonna kind of like through ragged breaths. He's gonna like look back up, look Sally in the eyes, and then out loud just the material plane. He's on the material plane.
Roll intelligence.
Help me!
Roll an intelligence save.
15.
15. The words die in your throat, and you take. Ooh, that's a lot more. 54 points of damage.
He is down.
Great.
Christ. Okay. Sally kind of recoils as Myst collapses, and in her panic she vanishes.
Can you just? Oh, for fuck's sake, you're gone. Oh, God damn it! Oh,
Two birds with one stone. Oh, fuck yeah!
Neither are birds. Okay, fucking Skaamon's gonna pull over, real quick, and is going to kind of real quick. Hey, Jason. Skaamon's set down Rodent King Agamemnos. I'm gonna say it right at one point. In the center console. Where would he have just like stayed there, or would he have moved? Especially seeing the weird fucking child that everyone seems to hate.
I think he would have wanted a good look at that whole situation. So if he couldn't see the situation properly, he probably would have left a bit to get a better vantage point. But otherwise, he wouldn't have moved. If you can see the whole thing from there, he would stay there. But
probably to get a better vantage point, you'd probably want to be on like the passenger seat, but like on the back of it. And actually, that depends. What side of the vehicle was she sitting against? Was she sitting against like the driver's side or the passenger side?
Probably the passenger side, but she would have been easily visible from either seat.
Okay, so then in that case, it's entirely up to you. Did you want to be close to
Whimsy?
Whimsy?
Passenger.
Okay.
Farther from Whimsy.
So driver's
Whimsy's
seat,
in the passenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, to be fair, because Whimsy did climb out. Did she ever go back?
That's true.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be near Sally. She just wanted her to die.
Okay, fair enough. So Skaaymon is like kind of looking around. It's like, where the fuck oh God, you're there. After pulling over and like parking, and is going to hop back up to Myst and is going to cast Cure Wounds with one of his very limited spell slots.
So,
do we do overmax like damage here? Or is it?
Yes, we are. We are keeping track of negatives. But Skaaymon, it definitely took you more than 12 seconds to do that, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Your spell does not connect as there is no creature there, as we discussed earlier, to target. Myst.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You die. As you find yourself suspended between the planes, between life and death. You see stars unfolding around you. Emptiness. And then a black hole. As it stares at you, you hear a voice echo from all around you. You know what I am.
Now I know that someone's around who you're hiding from.
You know what I have done, what I have come to your world to do. As the knowledge comes flooding into your head, you see death. More than just death, you see the extinction of mortal kind. You know how ancient I am. The knowledge rushes through your mind again. The world is nothing but an endless expanse of stars. Entities known as the primordials rule the world. And there D sits, a mere fledgling, a child. Not quite primordial, but certainly nearly as ancient. You know the threat I pose to your life. You see yourself as you die and die and die and find yourself here again and again and again. These deaths that you see, you do not recall. You do not recall falling to the sword of a being 3 times your size. You do not recall suffocating in the vacuum of space. You do not recall drowning in the deepest depths of the plane of water. And yet you still dare to defy me.
I think your threats are a little empty if you keep bringing me back.
It is no matter. I will break you yet. You will understand that you are but a speck in this game that we play. I sent you to keep an eye on time. Watch it. And make sure it is not catching on to me. She shows herself to you, and you tell her immediately who I am and where I am. I sent you to broker a peace with ambition. And she has shown nothing but a desire to be rid of you. You are weak, Myst Wood.
You have a pretty bad choice at employees, don't you?
I chose you because you're weak. I had hoped you would have been easy to break. No matter. I just simply need to push a little harder. What happens next is hard to describe. A flood of knowledge that does not belong to you rushes through your mind. You see a war, far bigger, far more expansive than any war you've ever known. You see entities that you simply cannot comprehend fighting one another. These beings, these embodiments of raw concepts, duel with their children, their creations. Names flash through your mind. Conflict. Community. Life. Death. Creation. Space. Devastation. That name clings to you. The sons of devastation wrought destruction upon their parents and their family. The sons of devastation rain hellfire upon the stars themselves. Names flash through your mind. Names that you do not recognize and you will not remember. As they flash again and again. Dassos, Vrachos, Duergos, the sons of devastation. You see the extinction of the primal forces, and there at the heart is D. Then you see another war, not quite as large, but certainly just as incomprehensible, between D's generation and another that you do not recognize, but a name pushes itself into your mind, Aboltians. You witness the extinction of D's generation, and still at the heart, D remains. Another war, this one you actually struggle to comprehend, but do manage to. A war between the gods and the Aboltians. And again, after the extinction of the Aboltians, D remains at its heart. A war between gods and mortals, and you see 3 endings to this war. One where mortal kind barely accomplishes anything. One where they slaughter a few gods and then surrender, and one where they win. But over time, still you witness the extinction of the gods, and there at the heart is D once more. And then you see a city. A single city stretching high into the sky, towering, and a name pushes itself into your mind, Babylon. The city is encased in a dome of darkness, and there at the heart of the extinction, once more, is D. He is not its cause, necessarily, simply its progenitor. You find yourself back in that starry expanse as the black hole stares at you and the voice says, "This is the 21st time you have died. This is the first time I have showed you exactly what I am. You will not remember the specifics, but that scar will remain."
I appreciate you being honest with me for once. That's a nice change.
You will not remember this.
There it is.
But again, that scar will remain. Awaken now, and be better. As you do exactly that, you awaken. Skaaymon, your spell fails to land. There is no creature for you to connect to.
Motherfucker, are you shitting me right now?
And
Really?
just as that moment of panic sets in, Myst gasps and sits up.
I wouldn't call it panic, but yeah, okay.
For the record, Myst, you rolled a natural 1 and a natural 4 on your first 2 death saves.
Damn.
God damn, okay.
Skaaymon, why do you even bother? You know that he's like us. Like, he's not gonna die. What does it matter?
How much of that does he remember then?
You don't remember a lot. But you have a newfound fear of D, one that runs even deeper than before. You remember the pain that came when you tried to tell Sally where D was, and then you passed out and woke up again here moments later.
Okay. Okay. How long was I out
Hey,
that time?
buddy. Like, out or dead? Because those are two slightly different answers. One of them about 30 seconds, the other one about 5. Maybe 10.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
My bad. Won't
Uh-huh.
happen again. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Probably.
So, like, was that her fault or his?
Oh, definitely is. She was fine.
Okay. I'm still gonna blame her because I don't like her. That being said, are you good? Do you need something?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. Do you need something other than her shutting up, which I can't do? I'm sorry, I've tried.
Apparently, killing people works.
Not for long.
Sushi sounds really good right now, actually.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Sushi? Do you think that Hearthhome will have it because it's like near to like the elemental plane of water or whatever? Do you think they have imported sushi? I want sushi. I've been craving it so much. Also, very funny that you like that, since, yeah.
Since he's a cat. If you're gonna make the joke, finish it.
Oh, well, I didn't want to be insensitive. But,
It's fucking when?
Since now, I'm turning over a new leaf. I am Whimsy, polite Autumn Lily.
I give that about half a day almost.
I give that 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
Yeah, fuck all of you. I'm done with it now. 3 seconds more like.
All
Alright, let's get back in the fucking car.
All right. We never left the car.
Let's start going in the car, alright? Act like it's a car, like vroom vroom.
Yes, where did we lose the king? Where did he go?
It's just walking along the side of the road.
I mean,
Skaaymon specifically, I rolled a stupid check in my head because I went to reach for a die and went, no, he's just gonna kind of forget where he is. So
I think he would have just stayed still. I don't know. There's not really any reason for him to go anywhere. Probably would try to get into his seat because he's eventually going to not be a rodent anymore, and would like to prepare for that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. You resume driving, and not too long later, the Arbiter transforms back into himself. Now, you have 2 options here, Skaaymon.
Mm-hmm.
Option number 1, you can try and find another way around the lake here. Option number 2, you can go through Terra West and Terra East, then head north. As the surface entrance, the nearest surface entrance is here on the other side of the lake.
Right. There's a lake.
Agamemnos, you do not know of any bridge over the lake that is not within Terra West, Terra East, or near Stoneholm, which would require going through the city of Terra anyway. However, your people have not had as long as you would have liked to explore all the potential secret passageways and other alternative routes yet. Alternatively, you could head up right here and make your way around towards Hearthhome from behind, from Gayala.
Would
But
this have been something that Skaaymon would have had to choose at the beginning, or now that he's not Rat?
now that he's not Rat, I'd say.
Okay,
Um,
that's good.
Going the Gayala route, however, has its own potential problems of you are likely going to cross over with the reinforcements being sent to occupy the city.
As Skaymon's driving, and now that he comes back to being something that Skaymon can speak to and understand, he'll kind of look in the mirror and go, "Sir, or Highness, whatever. Sorry, I'm out of it. Do you know of any other route across, or should we just head back to the Terras and cross that way?"
I wouldn't be surprised if there is something, but I do not know of the specifics.
I mean, if we want to test it, how is this? There's a waterfall. Is this like a waterfall, or is this like there's a simple just trickle of water in? Do we know
No,
how
it
big this
is.
is?
I guess you haven't been there, so you don't know. But the Arbiter, Agamemnos, you know that is like it's a big waterfall, but it's the river converging on the mountain that this area is underneath, and flowing into the cave system from the surface. So you wouldn't really be able to go, even if you could swim up the waterfall, you wouldn't really be able to get through the waterfall into the river, if that's what Skaaymon was asking about. But yes, it is like an actual waterfall.
That's not what I was asking about, actually, because that would have been kind of a little too silly.
I figured that wasn't, but
no. That being said, he will pipe up. I mean, depending on how long you've had people scouting, is there a way behind the waterfall? Does it like drop over something?
the waterfall, in your brief investigations of it, didn't seem to have any obvious pathing behind it, but there might be something that you missed.
People of the Flame don't typically try to spend time near water very often. We didn't do a whole lot of reconnaissance on that area, just enough to know whether or not it proved to be potentially an issue. We did not believe it to be so.
All right. Well, I'm guessing here there are now two options. We could go the known route through the terrace and out. We could also test to see if there is a quicker route past behind the waterfall. However, if there isn't, that'll be a waste of time. But if there is, then going the long way would have been a waste. So I'm going to ask you what we should be doing here. Considering one way will have people that may try and spot you, but the other may not even be possible.
I believe we would have found something along those lines if it did exist. So, I would not expect to find passage underneath the waterfall.
Then Skaaymon will head towards Terra West.
Okay. Are you planning to go through the city of Terra?
that's Skaymon's plan because he doesn't actually know of the way up. So if that gets pointed out to him, then he will consider it. But he knows of Terra, and he knows there is a waterfall here. So he's gonna go through, unless he gets told otherwise.
Real quick, like, just as think so, but you know what? Whimsy's like a Google Maps expert at this fucking point. As they're like kind of, you know, talking about that, she's just gonna like pan over like to that area and kind of zoom in and just see if there's any sort of like thing that she can find that would be a passage.
The waterfall area or Gala?
Yes.
Waterfall. Not that you can see, no.
All right.
I really,
just
for
looks
whatever
over at
reason, wanted to
Skaaymon.
take the fireman behind the waterfall. Even though it's a really stupid idea, I thought that would have been really fucking funny.
It would be pretty funny.
Well,
Maybe we
Skaaymon,
should do
I'm
it.
seeing a really good way, like right here, we could take.
Right where?
I mean, it's on like Google Maps. Like, it might be like a little difficult, but I think we could maneuver it.
And that would be.
You know how this works? Like, I point and you drive or whatever.
Yeah,
I
not
got
if it's
this mapped out.
And I need it to be mapped out as well in my head. So where is it?
It's like
It-
it's like right here. Um
I'm going to go ahead and do like a she's gonna try to do a subtle spell prestidigitation on here and try to like make a little mark like zooming in to make it look like there's a passage like on this map on her phone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. At the waterfall?
Yes.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand, but with
Would this
charisma
be
instead of your dex.
Would this be against his passive perception?
Are you looking right at it?
Yeah.
Then
She's. Well, okay. Right at it, not. I don't know, because he is driving. He's still focusing on the road.
then I would
So he's
say
kind of
roll
like-
perception at disadvantage.
Glancing. Okay.
You said with charisma.
Yes.
21.
23.
Do I
It's an
get any sort
11.
of advantage because I'm subtle spelling this?
What is subtle spell?
It means that she doesn't need to use any of her like verbal or
There's no
somatic
or
components.
verbal. Yeah. I will say, like, she's not just like literally like pointing the screen at him and casting this. Like she's kind of like adjusting, shifting a little bit to hide the screen, doing this, and then showing him.
I mean, yeah, that's what the sleight of hand check is about. It's also assuming that, like, if Skaaymon was to believe this, then Skaaymon would have to believe that no one in the Plane of Fire thought to check the maps to see if there was a passage there. Right? So, he already had disadvantage because he was driving. So, Jesus Christ. It looks really realistic, Skaaymon, and you don't see her cast a spell. But Agamemnos seems the type to have checked this thoroughly. or at least had this checked thoroughly. You're not sure what Whimsy did, or if this is just the map is incorrect, but you don't believe that that is there.
Something seen from a map that looks like a fucking trap, Whimsy. That seems like a very obvious, hey, come in here, it's totally fine, kind of deal. That's not something we can risk right now. I appreciate it though. But I think we're just gonna stick with the route here this time.
She glares daggers at you.
Okay, fine. If you want literally everyone in 2 cities to see that the Arbiter is riding in a very obvious military vehicle.
We'll cast invisibility. We can have him lay on the floor, like.
Or, just he's back there. There are no windows in the back, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's back there, and so long as you don't bring attention to it, then, yeah, maybe we should make sure he's invisible and out of sight.
Exactly.
Yeah. But to be fair, we did drive this military vehicle to a fucking bowling alley with Zan in the back of it. I think it'll be fine. So long as no one inside this vehicle sabotages that.
Yeah, that'd be really unfortunate if that were to happen.
That would be really
When we,
unfortunate.
get there 7 to 10 business days from now, instead of going to the obvious shortcut on the map.
I'll take like 3 hours of most. Relax.
Oh, boy. Uh-huh.
I want to stop by a drive-thru and get food, though. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. You can relax.
She is always hungry. That is very true.
You know what?
Um,
I
Here,
could have
this is
caught
gonna-
some.
Go on.
I could have caught us some sushi from the waterfall, but no.
Not at all how sushi works. You
That's-
just fucking
yeah.
here.
Yeah, it is.
This
It's
is-
raw fish.
Miss is gonna take like 2 of these like little bead looking things out of a bag of his and just like hand them to Whimsy. Just like eat these. Shut up.
What kind of? I'm sorry. What the fuck is this rabbit shit?
No. It's food. It'll sustain you for like a day. Eat them and be quiet. We can't. The whole point is to risk not getting caught. Come on.
Does it even have a taste?
No, they melt in your mouth like water. Quit complaining. If you're hungry, eat these. You'll be fine.
Well, I mean, I still want to stop by somewhere.
We don't have time to stop anywhere. Quit your yammering.
Like a drive-through.
In a military
In a-
vehicle?
This thing won't fit through a drive-through.
To Chick-fil-A.
You went in to the Chick-fil-A.
You get these or you get nothing. Pick.
I guess I'll just eat my plenty of snacks down here.
Perfect. He's gonna put them back.
I
Well,
just
I'm
love
very glad that
the intense music in the background while there's just a conversation about can we go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is just... I honestly wish I could say that... No, I'm not gonna say anything, actually. We're just...
Too busy to get food, don't have enough time to do that, don't have enough time to go to the shortcut.
The shortcut that literally, the only thing it's missing from what I saw was the big glowing sign saying, "Come hither, fire people, it's a trap." That's the only thing that was missing, Whimsy. I'm sorry, but that's not a risk that I'm going to take right now. If there was a known one that they had confirmed, then it would probably have been one that they would have cleared, or known that it wasn't clear, and that. But that there, it, that looks like some bird getting chased by a canine thing. Like, it
I need
doesn't.
you to know that I'm like the best cartographer this side of anything. I think I know a map in and out. I know when I see a legit passage and when I don't.
You've been out and about for like 4 months.
Not even.
Yeah,
But
and
close.
all of that time before that, I spent studying maps over and over and over again.
The only thing I've heard you do outside of this is read smut
I divide and
and
conquer my
beg people
time.
to fuck you. Like, relax.
You're
Miss,
getting real
buddy.
sassy for someone who's so unhelpful.
Okay, hold on. Mist, you have already died once in this vehicle today. I would really like there to not be a second death. And one of you two at least, I know for sure what she's kind of capable of. I vaguely know what you can do. And you might be able to hold your own, but I would really rather the entire back of the vehicle not get blown up in ice. So, unfortunately, you're gonna have to do what I do in this case and just physically bite the tongue.
Be quickly checking my spell list to see if I took silence. I didn't. Fuck.
Silence is also one that you'd have to like move. Can you move silence?
I have
Actually,
no idea.
because it's not an
I don't think
area.
you can.
But even if you center it on someone, it's still just kind of there, and we drive through it in a second. I don't think it would come
Yeah.
with us.
Sobbing.
I imagine it works like physics works. Like,
I don't think it's even
Could be
a warlock
Indian.
spell. I think I'm just being. I think I'm just praying.
Okay. Well then, if we could just get through. One fucking day. No. Why would you ever be nice to me like that?
So,
Yeah, we're gonna go. We just continue on through to the terras and then north.
okay. As our cast continues their travel, making their way towards the Terra West and Terra East. A bit of a shorter chapter today, but that is where our tale ends for tonight. Curious what will come next, as we are reminded again the beings that play their roles in this game, that have their hands in this, if you can call them hands. I suppose that is the closest approximation. I believe I should let you all go, shouldn't I? Thank you for coming, my friends. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye for now.